Hey guys, this is Echo Soundworks, and you are checking out a product overview / walkthrough of our new product, the Ovo drums. As the name suggests, this is a drum pack. It comes with 210 drum samples, 15 drum loops, 6 Maschine kits, 3 battery kits, and 20 Midi Grooves for you to use with any sampler that you choose. Now, the drums in this pack were inspired obviously by the October's very own label, so you can think of artists like Drake or producers like 40. Now, we also pulled some influence from other artists and producers as well, so it's not just an Ovo pack. We really focused on getting some of the weekend type sounds, that gritty lo-fi feel. I also really went to great lengths to remake some Bryson Tiller-esque snares. If you don't know who Bryson Tiller is, go listen to his song Rambo and try to tell me you don't love that snare in that song. And then we also pulled from other artists like Kehlani, Tory Lanez, just a bunch of Future RnB hip-hop artists who are really popular right now. So here is the artwork. We're going to go over what's in the contents of the pack. So there's 4 things in the folder. Once you download it or purchase it, it'll say Ovo Future RnB drums. You'll see the artwork right here. Then you see a kits folder. Now in this kits folder, there are 3 battery 4 kits. And there's a Maschine folder with 6 kits. Now with this folder, don't move anything out of this folder. Just keep it where it is, because I didn't want to give you the kit, like the MXGRP file that's native to Maschine 2, and then have it search for the one-shots. All the folders, all the files, they're self-contained in here. So just keep it where it is, and then you won't have any problem just dragging and dropping this Maschine kit into Maschine, and it will work. You'll notice that there's some extra stuff in here. So you can definitely copy and paste this out, but I would not remove them because this is where the kit's looking for them. I included in a lot of the kits, you'll see here once we get to the Maschine part of the demo, there's massive patches and actually some contact 808 patches I made. So with this specific kit, you get 2 massive patches and an 808. So this one, you get 2 more massive patches. So all in all, here's your 3rd massive patch. You get another one right there, so there's your 4th. All in all, you get 6 different massive patches and 4 808 samples that are in contact. So we'll look at that when we get to the demo part of the video. But here are your kits. Okay, then there's the Midi Grooves. I included the grooves that I made in Maschine for those of you who do not use Maschine. So you can just map out your drum kit, and you can just use the Midi Grooves with any sampler. It could be Contact, the EXS24, really anything. So there are 20 of them in the folders for the different kits. All right, next you get the loops folder, and if you guys want to chop up loops, actual audio loops, here they are. These are some of the kit loops. So I'll play one right now, for instance. Right, so you can chop them up, do what you want. So that one's kind of a weekend snare right there. So there it is. And then there's, of course, the one-shots folder, where you have your claps, your closed hi-hats, your open hi-hats, your kicks, your percussion, and, of course, your snares, and a dry snares folder, which is perfect for doing things like rolls and just having a really, really crispy, intense dry snare, which works really well in this genre for being up front in the mix. So I'm going to jump into Logic now, where I have Maschine pulled up, and I have all 6 of the Maschine kits preloaded into an instance of Maschine 2. Now I've color-coded them. So what I did with these kits was I didn't just put drum samples on 16 cells. What I did was I kept the format exactly or pretty much identical to what it is with the native instruments format. And I also made scenes and patterns. So each kit has multiple patterns, and it has a scene associated with it that you can use as a scene. Some of them are 4 bars, some of them are 8. So in the Ovo Kit 01, you can see here, and this is just drag and drop. Just drag that Maschine file over to your project section, and it will load. And you can see that there are 5 different ones, 5 different patterns, and they have tempos. So you don't have to be at that exact tempo, but being within about 10 to 15 beats per minute will be helpful, because I did play melodies with some of this stuff. So the format is almost identical to the Maschine format that Native Instruments uses when they do their expansions. So you have a kick, snare, hi-hat, open hi-hat, kick, snare, more hi-hats, and then it goes on from there. So let's play some of these patterns real quick. And even if you don't use Maschine, that's okay. You'll get to hear how these drum samples work in a production that's in this genre. So you can see here on a lot of these samples, I don't have any external effects, right? They're just how the sample is. This has EQ, but it's off. It's just how the sample was when I brought it into Maschine. So we're going to play some of these. I'm going to make sure that my tempo real quick is near 145, 150 because this first pattern is at 150. So let's play it. All right, so I want to touch on this contact patch right here. This is the 808, and I'm going to solo it. And to solo a cell in Contact, you can hit Control and click. So if I play this. So this is a custom 808 library, or patch, not library, but patch that I made for you guys. It has things like mono, glide, even unison. It's a great sounding 808, and it's part of the kit. And even if you don't use Maschine, but you might use Contact, this is in the Maschine folder, guys. So you can just take that patch right out, and then you're going to get some really great 808s for this genre. Same with the massive patches that we're going to talk about in a little bit. All right, so there's the first kit. Let's go through another pattern with it. So these are production ready. They are ready to go. You can just drag and drop these in. They're royalty free. Use them how you want. Okay, let's go over now to the project session and pull up the Ovo Kit 2. This one's a little bit more chill and laid back. We can keep it at the same tempo because this was done at about 150 beats per minute. So here are the samples again. You have kicks, claps, everything there. There's some massive patches right here. This is coming from Massive. So if you don't use Maschine, again, you can still, but maybe you use Massive, you can still go to the Maschine folders, the kit folders themselves, and pull out those presets. Okay, and there's 3 different patterns with this kit. All right, this one's more of in the R&B vein. Let's turn that off, and we'll go now to Ovo Kit 3. And this one is done at, we can do this at really any tempo. I'm going to turn this, make this a little bit slower. Let's listen to this one. All right, so there is a string patch with a frequency shifter coming from Massive. And then there is an 808 coming from Massive as well in this. So that's the kit. We can play a different pattern in it. Let's go to this one. All right, let's play the last one in this kit. All right, let's go now to the 4th drum kit in this, and we'll listen to this. All right, so really cool stuff in this, production ready, royalty free. Right, there's 3 different patterns in this kit. And you're pretty much ready to go. All right, let's listen to the 5th kit now. That one's just dirty. All right, you get the idea. And then finally, the last kit, we're going to do the Ovo Kit 6. Let's listen to this one now. Let's change the tempo. This one's a little bit slower. All right, let's change it to a different part of the pattern. All right, so really cool stuff. There's some of the more weekend type snares that we included. All right. So you guys get the idea from listening to this. These samples are really high quality. They're ready to go. If you're a Maschine user, you have these 6 kits that should really inspire you, get you going really quick with your next beat, your next production. And even if you're not a Maschine user, we've included obviously the one samples that you hear here, all the massive patches, the Contact 808s, and MIDI loops if you use other samplers like the EXS24 or Contact. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And definitely check out the audio demo to this product. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us, guys. I will see you next time.